Here with Reaper Gaming, and today is what are we? April 27th. So I'm a day late for the review. I had to work. For some reason, they decided to schedule this thing for a Wednesday afternoon, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, when everybody who normally plays this game is either in school or at work. So sadly, I couldn't watch it. I didn't want to watch it last night after I got off. I figured I'd wait today, maybe do a first impression type of reveal here. I've got the trailer pulled up, ready to go. I have not really seen anything on it yet. I've seen a couple images here and there. That is it. But other than just the images, nothing major. So I want to play this. I want to see how it is. I want to go over it, and we're gonna see if they can kind of recover from last year's mistake. And I think the reason they did it on a Wednesday when not as many people could watch it is just because if there is any PR issues, they can fix it, they can go over it, they can try and resolve it before the rest of the world finally comes home from doing whatever they had to do to actually see what happened. So let's just get into it. Let's see. I don't have high hopes for this one. Actual in-game footage.
This day have set upon a mighty endeavor. Souls will be shaken with the violences of war in this hour of great sacrifice. We shall prevail.
Get your head down and keep moving!
We are all that separates the world from darkness. The enemy is ruthless. We cannot, we must not fail.
Duty first. Hey, Perez! Won't be enough for you! Casualties. We executed the mission. Get me the fuck out of here. How many? We had orders! Get to cover!
Lieutenant, tell them what we're all about.
No mission too difficult. No sacrifice too great.
Welcome to the Bloody First. You're a long way from Texas, farm boy.
November.
Pre-order now and get access to the private beta.
Alright, so at least they're doing beta again. Let me see. Limited beta codes. Let's see. I know I got the search bar up here. Let me see if I can get it to close off. Nope, not gonna close that. So there are a few things that I want to touch base on here. Let's go right back to the beginning. This worries me. This 100% worries me. I don't care how many times I see it in the trailer. How many times have we seen a launch day trailer or E3 footage of games, and it's actual in-game footage, and it doesn't come close to looking anything like it does when you put that disc in your console and start playing it. So I'm going to be a little bit of skeptic. I'm going to be skeptical about this. This right here is going to be, to me, I think everything we just seen was pretty much CGI. Until I put this game in my console, if I get it, and start it up, then I'm going to be skeptical of what it actually is. Now, next thing is D-Day. Let's kill that sound there. D-Day, guys. So I can dig D-Day. We're back to the boots on the ground. This is what we've been asking for as a community for a very, very long time. And they may be following Battlefield's step back into the past here, which is I think the correct thing for Call of Duty and Activision to do as a whole at this moment with the way the stuff went with Infinite Warfare. The boots on the ground. D-Day. It's iconic. It's relatable. Me flying through a spaceship in a exosuit I can't relate to. You know, that's just, it's something that I can't think about. At least in these, you know, the tanks, the grease guns. I've seen M14s. I'm pretty sure I've seen an MG42, not an M14, but I think it was probably like a Car 98, maybe. You know, and this stuff is relatable. It's out there. You can see it. And what excites me is, I know, keep in mind, guys, majority of this stuff, if we're seeing this footage right now, this stuff is most likely just story mode. Let's see if I can walk this back. Do 5 seconds back. So tanks. Tanks have been missing from Call of Duty since the World at War, and this could be, you know, World at War II by the end of it. The planes. I'd love to see planes make an appearance. You know, we haven't had a multiplayer Call of Duty where planes have been in effect yet, and the World War II setting is where you could probably get it best suited. If they can do the maps with the grass like this, if they can do, you know, the online, and I'll be honest, guys, I don't buy it for the story. They do definitely have a better story than Battlefield does when it comes to the games, but I definitely don't buy Call of Duty for the story. Now, you know, the atmosphere is there. The graphics look like they can be okay, depending on how they actually are when they hit console. This was the other one, this Melee. I'd love to see some brutal Melee put into place. Why not? You know, everybody's doing it. Killzone did this a while ago. Battlefield did it. You know, I'd love to be able to come up behind somebody and instead of just quick jab with a knife or something to kill them, you know, slice their throat. If you can get that kill, come up behind somebody in multiplayer, that would be fantastic. Why not? You know, Battlefield has a counter melee system. Not sure how the hell it works, but they have it. You know, it's there. Call of Duty is now an aging, dying franchise because of the lack of change other than jumping around and flying. There has been no real innovation like there was when we went from to Modern Warfare 1. That was game changing. That set the franchise. The kill streaks, you know, the perks, all that stuff. It set the franchise. So hopefully this is the refresh that it needs to be. Now, pre-order and digital download. I'll probably, if I pre-order it, it's going to be a disc-based copy. I really have to. They're saying November 3rd, so shortly before my birthday. So there's a possibility I will snag it or have, you know, Tiff snag it for my birthday. I know Ethan will play it either way. So that's not a huge concern for me. He loves Call of Duty, but he's 5, so he's in that mindset now. That's what they're building him for, is the younger generation. What I would love to see is this time frame here. We're in World War II. I'd love to see Nazi zombies come in. That was why I bought World at War. The Nazi zombies was, I think, the best part of that game. The game was great, though. Don't get me wrong, I love the game, but what sold me on that game was Nazi zombies itself, and I would love to see a rehash of the Nazi zombies. Not the new shit where the way it's set up now. I don't like the new stuff. It just aggravates me with all the extras they added into it. I think Call of Duty's key to success here is bare bones, straight to the point, on the ground, boots on the ground combat. Let's focus on the guns. Let's focus on the hit markers. Let's focus on making sure nothing lags, nothing has any issues server-wise. Let's get those dedicated servers up if we have to. You know, on everything, not just half. But go through the process to actually bring this franchise back to what it should be to help save it. And if you're saying on your side right now, I'm just hating because this franchise is still the best there ever. Look at the sales numbers for Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, and then look at the sales numbers over the past couple of years. It just does not compare. And technically there's more gamers available to play these games than there was back when it first came out. We've got that new generation coming in, and my generation, when we were playing that, you know, we're in our early 20s now. We're in our 30s. In the 30s, I think a recent study I found some most active gamers are now 30 to like 35, 40. They're in that time frame because this stuff started kicking off huge when we were in the 20s. So this is definitely something, you know, I hope that they can bring it back around. let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I did like seeing a flamethrower. I did like seeing the old school guns. The boots on the ground is key. That is going to be, and if they don't mess with it, I don't care about the supply drops or the care packages, stuff like that. I understand they got to make money. I understand that's the reason why they release it. They have to make money. That is the bottom line of them making these games and doing it. And if they can't do it one way, they're going to do it the other way. If they can do it off of just here's a quick add-on for $1, it's less expensive for them to do it that way. They're more likely to see smaller transactions go through more frequently. So Johnny, Timmy, and Billy, who only have maybe $5 at the end of the week, would be able to afford a $5 accessory pack compared to $15 to $25 expansion pack. So they're trying to milk you for every last dollar you have, and they're trying to do it proactively where you think you're getting a reward for it, but it's a lot of the in-game stuff doesn't have any effect on it. So, you know, I'd like to see them get away from the microtransactions. I'd like to see that. Here's your DLC. Here's a whole bunch of new skins. Here's new camo. Put it in the DLC. If I'm paying for DLC, put it in the DLC. Just do it. You know, I'm already paying for this extra stuff. Give me the extra stuff. You want my money for a season pass? Don't give me 3 maps every 4 months and say, here, this is worth $60. It's not. Let's release this game with 10 to 15 maps right off the bat. Add another 10 to 15. Hopefully they revamp their system a little bit. I know their software and everything for this, their game engine is aging. It just gets tweaked every year. Hopefully they really revamped it. Fingers crossed, guys. I'm hoping. I am praying. It's the first boots on the ground game we've had in a little while, so I'm praying they do it right. Like I said, your thoughts, your comments, concerns, leave them down in the comment section below here. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you're buying it. Let me know if you're still on the fence about it. Right now, I'm kind of teetering. I'm going to wait till I start seeing multiplayer video before I do anything else. I am honestly going to wait till I see multiplayer before I do any pre-orders. But let me know what you guys are going to do, alright? Thanks for watching.